So normally I do a lot of the talking in these episodes, and today that's not going to happen. Daren's going to do the talking because Daren just got back from LVO. What is LVO, Daren?
The Las Vegas Open. All right, Las Vegas Open is a great big wargaming tournament. I don't think there's any role-playing there. I think it's mainly a wargaming tournament. It's kind of like Adepticon West, I guess.
Is it as big as Adepticon or bigger?
It's not bigger.
Because there's no like convention, there's no like vendor hall, right?
Yeah, oh no, there is.
Oh, there is?
So there is a vendor hall. And the vendor hall was much better this year than it was last year, so that's cool.
2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago. Okay, the last time I was there, the vendor hall was much better, which was cool. I actually spent some money at the vendor hall. So something I try not to do, but
is it bigger than Adepticon?
No, it's not.
Okay.
No. Not yet. I mean, but it's growing. So it's growing. There's more people, and I think a lot of it. excuse me. I think a lot of it is because it's Vegas. So you see more and more guys coming to game, bringing their SOs, right, significant others. They can go shop and walk around and do stuff, and then they go see a show or something at night once the gaming is over, go out to dinner or whatever. And so it becomes not just a bunch of dudes hanging out.
That's what Andy did.
Yeah, that's what Andy did, right?
Yeah.
One of our buddies did that. So I think this has I think it could grow bigger than Adepticon in not too short of a distant future. With that in mind, I think it can. Because when we went down there, we actually went and saw Bert Kitchener one night. He's freaking funny. I don't know if the machine walks around, no shirt on, little overweight guy. Freaking hilarious. It was a great time. We did Vegas upright. In fact, we had a bit of a team tourney fail. There were two of us.
I was not there.
There were two of us, and that were going to play in the team tournament. And one of us, not me, no one mention any names. One of us was unable to get out of bed that morning. You haven't heard this story? Oh, no. Yeah, I've got pictures. I'm not going to show you.
Holy crap!
I've got pictures. Was unable to get out of bed.
He's never going to hear the end of it.
No, he's not.
I sent the message.
Because it's on video now.
I know.
I sent the message.
We didn't mention any names. Wasn't me.
I sent a message to Daren and was like, hey. I was like, how you guys doing? He goes, not good. I'm like, you or your teammate? He goes, teammate, I'm already out the door, but...
Yeah, so, but it's freaking Vegas, so you still have plenty to do, and it was the NFC AFC Championship game weekend, so, and so I was able to watch my team, the Rams, actually get themselves into the Super Bowl, and that didn't suck either, so all in all, it was a great weekend. We got boogered up that night. God, Saturday night. I mean, we got boogered up most nights because it's Vegas. But wow, we really did it right on Saturday night. Yep, it was a good time. So I don't know about. Okay,
what did you go there for? What was the reason for going there? Besides the team tournament fail.
It's Vegas. That's why you go. Okay. So I went there to play Star Wars Legion. The Star Wars Legion singles tournament was the reason I went there. Is the reason I usually go.
Yep.
I did not make it to the final day, nor did I make it to the second day.
But it wasn't your dice.
No, it wasn't. And I went 0-3 at the tournament and still had a great time. Met some really good players. Had some fun.
And LJ throws a wonderful event.
Oh gosh, yeah. LJ and everyone else, judges, supporting staff, everybody, amazing job. Can't say enough. Really can't. You guys put on a great tournament. It was a great show. I am looking forward to making it next year. I really am. It's one of those things like. It's like Adepticon. Okay, I'm going to LVO and I'm going to Adepticon. Those are you got to make those. So it was great. Met a couple other people. Keegan, 6 Up Supply. Now you've had some.
Yep, I did a turn list 0 list with him a couple months back.
Right. And so I met Keegan. We talked about you.
It was hilarious. He said he name dropped my name, not knowing anything else. And Keegan was like, the guy with all the lists.
He knew exactly. He didn't even take it. He knew exactly who you were. Mike from Legion 99.
He was your first opponent.
He was my first opponent. Yeah. And so it was great. I met some great people. And then let's see what else. Okay, so the format, it wasn't just a competitive format. They had some other stuff like the team tournament, which isn't nearly as competitive as some of the others. And then on Saturday, gosh.
Unconventional warfare?
Yeah, unconventional warfare on Saturday. It was great. Yeah. You know, you want to win, but even going 0-3, I had a great time. Good opponents, good games.
Your dice weren't horrible?
Oh yeah, dice weren't horrible
Your
at all.
opponent's dice were just as good.
Yeah, they were inopportune sometimes, but that's the way it goes. So it was a lot of fun. I had gone up against some lists that I'd already tried against. It was Vader Newbacks, which I had gone against that a few times, and then Palp and Royal Guard, a bunch of Royal Guard with Palp, and then Mike was running droids.
That was
There was no. In our meta. We don't have a lot of droid players, or we got a couple, and they don't play all that often, so you don't get a chance to go up against it. And they play a few different things. And in our area, we haven't gotten any of the
Kashyyyk Wave.
Yeah, we haven't gotten any of that yet.
We have Fluttercraft, do we?
No. In fact, it is just showing up Monday. So we are just now getting Yoda and Wookiees and stuff like that on Monday.
Magna Guard, the dwarf spiders, the snail tanks.
Yeah, we haven't seen any of that. So it makes it tough to practice against it a little bit. But yeah.
And I mean, you played a droid list, which Republic doesn't play anything like droids.
Well, okay. All right. To be fair, though, Mike knew my list better than me.
Yeah, that's true. Mike used to play Gar quite a bit.
Yeah, so he played Gar quite a bit. So he wasn't going to make any mistakes to allow me to do anything that, anything stupid. And it was kind of nice because we were in the same room as the X-Wing tournament. And I used to play quite a bit on the X-Wing side of it. And I ran into people that I knew from playing X-Wing in some of those tournaments. And, it's kind of cool to kind of catch up with some of those guys.
Yeah, you've got a video about X-Wing on our YouTube channel.
Yeah. So, Will was there. What's it called? So it was a great time. Had a great time.
So if you want to see what the games look like, what the tables look like, David Zelinka, who has a channel called Yavin Base, Endless, if you're on the Discord, if you're on the Legion Discord or whatnot, his handle there is Endless. He actually streamed 9 games. He streamed 1 game, all 3 rounds, all 3 days. Like I said,
look for the link.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
He's got the first day's game up on his YouTube channel. He is trying to get them uploaded, but he is also trying to edit them so that he doesn't have that same issue that he had. Most of them are still available on his Twitch stream, though, if you want to go look at the videos there. So I highly recommend it. Yeah. He is a great commentator. So go again.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Would recommend 10 out of 10?
I would definitely recommend. Absolutely 10 out of 10. It's a good time. It's just like anything, though. So like when I put my list together, I did keep in mind transporting your list. So like
that's gonna be my first question.
Yeah. So like if you're taking the new Wookiee Fluttercraft,
magnetize it.
Yeah, you want to magnetize that bad boy, and then getting it there might be difficult without having glue. But that's one of the things that when I built this list, I kept in mind on what I wanted to take and how much extra stuff I wanted to take.
And how you're going to transport it from table to table.
Yeah, and how you're going to transport it from table to table. So, we did get some swag. By the way, we got some nice swag for being there. So, it was, all in all, it was great. 10 for 10, 10 out of 10. Yeah, go to LVO. LJ and the group ran a great tournament. So, go to LVO.
What hotel is it in?
This was in the Rio this time.
Oh, okay.
It was in the
So
Rio
it's
this
off
time.
the strip.
Yeah.
This year.
This year.
This was the first time it got moved.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
Bali's 2 years ago. This year's at the Rio.
So I'm gonna put you on the spot, Darren.
Okay, go ahead.
If you can only pick one, LVO or Adepticon, which one do you pick? They're both happening the same weekend because the worlds have collided.
Assuming you don't have to consider travel.
Right, just you've been to both. You can only go to one. Which one do you pick? Your equal distance.
I think I gotta go to LVO just because of all the extra stuff.
Okay.
Just because of all the extra stuff that you can
Because
do.
it's in Vegas.
Because it's in Vegas. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, I think I would have to say.
And I mean, Vegas
And that's- it's
in
nothing wrong.
February, January isn't horrible.
Right, because the day we left, it was like minus 21 wind chill here, right?
Yes, it was.
And so, excuse me, that was the day we left. When we got there, it was like 60-some degrees. So yeah, that doesn't suck.
There's no huge wind blast in the Windy City blowing you over.
Yeah. So that I guess I would have to go with LVO. And there's nothing against Adepticon. It's just that you've got, I think, more opportunities. Now, I spend a hell of a lot more money at LVO than I do at Adepticon.
Well, that's because you're in Vegas.
That's because I'm in Vegas. No kidding. Okay. When we went out the one night, I'm sorry, I gotta at least go your part. You gotta hear some Vegas stories. So, my teammate, yeah, and I got a drink at one of the casinos. We were sitting there in the beginning of the drunk evening, and she brought both drinks, and for 2 drinks, it was $34.
Whoa! A little more dice.
Yeah.
A little more
Have fun,
dice.
guys. Thanks.